Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist and Spiritual Teacher here. Well, what do you think these are? Well, they're peppercorns. You know what I mean? I'm not going to try eating one. I won't be able to talk. They're peppery. There's no doubt about it. These are the whole corns. And you can also get it ground, if you want it for your cooking and that type of thing. Well, both for cooking, but different forms are different things. I usually use the whole ones and grind them myself, and it's a great way to go. And peppercorns are powerful healing agent and have been used for thousands and thousands of years. It's the most widely traded, most widely used spice in the world. Wow, that's amazing. And there's more money being handled with pepper than any other spice in the world. And it has been used all the way back to 1000 BC, and it was quite profitable even back then. Pretty amazing. And it's in the Pepperacea family, and it's called Piper nigerium, and it was also considered very valuable in Greece and Rome, and it was used as currency a lot of times also. And when the Goths came in and defeated the Romans, they wanted 3,000 pounds of pepper. Very interesting. I thought that was great as payment. And they started using it to pay rent and pay taxes with. And later in Salem, Massachusetts, they became kind of a center for pepper also. And that's very interesting. It grows on a vine, which grows and has a little, like a little centerpiece, like probably similar to grapes, and it has little peppercorns on it. And there's the green or unripe peppercorns. The white pepper is they remove the skin from it, and the black pepper actually they're cooked and then they're dried, and that's what we call black pepper. And then they grind them to make ground pepper. And there's all kinds of different colors, about 1,000 different types of colors, actually, from pink to red, all kinds of different things. And it's indigenous to India and Java and Madagascar, Sumatra, and all of Southeast Asia and that area, and has been in trade for a long, long time. 1 tablespoon contains about 16 calories, so hardly anything. It's 4 grams of carbohydrates, just a little bit of protein to it, hardly any fat, good amount of fiber. It also has 18% of your needs of magnesium, manganese, and also a good amount of your vitamin K every day, and also a lot of iron, which is really good for anemia, which is really important. Copper also, and also a lot of calcium and magnesium now. Also, it has a lot of B vitamins and also vitamin E, and like I said, vitamin K. It fights cancer. Black pepper have a bioactive compound similar to caspascans, which are called pepperine, and these actually kill cancer cells. So, wow, pretty amazing stuff. To use together with turmeric, boy, you got a compound that will keep away cancer in general. And now they're starting to look at pepper for actually treating people for cancer, and I think that's very, very interesting. A study reviewed and led by Dr. Zhang, various spices, including pepperine or pepper, actually found that it actually helped with breast cancer, colorectal cancer, and prostate cancer, and many other cancers. So, wow, very good. Another study in the molecular carcinogenesis journal found that it actually inhibited growth of cancer cells of the colon. Now that's really, colon cancer is a big killer. Just in the UK alone, it was like 5,000 or 10,000 people who die of colon cancer every year. So, wow, amazing. Another study in Halifax, Nova Scotia, found that it inhibited growth of cancer cells in general. And we now have the first evidence that shows it might be a really good treatment for cancer in general. So, eat your black pepper. It's a powerful antioxidant. Helps with the repairing of DNA damage and preventing DNA damage. And that DNA damage leads us to having disease. And a study at the National Institute of Health Nutrition, in India, found that it was the highest concentration of antioxidants of any of the foods that they had studied. So amazing. It also helps with Parkinson's disease. The pepperine has the ability to help Parkinson's disease and inhibits an enzyme which actually stops the dopamine. And so there's an enzyme which is stopping dopamine, and then there's this agent that comes out of pepper which stops that from happening, so you get dopamine going on in your body. So that's really good. That's a feel-good hormone. And ingesting black pepper eases the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. So I think a lot of people don't know that. In fact, we have a friend that has Parkinson's, and I think this is really important for him. And there's really no side effects as far as that go. Other, if you take a ton of it, it's going to give you diarrhea. And it's going to be too hot for your GI tract. There's no doubt about that. Also, black pepper helps with men's fertility, increases sperm count and the concentration of sperm, and also motility of the sperm and development of the sperm. It has a lot of zinc and magnesium in it, so it helps in that way. Also, it helps people to quit smoking. They did a lot of double-blind studies where they just gave people inhalers which had nothing in them, or some other agent, or menthol was one of them, and they gave them also black pepper oil, and they inhaled that, and they found that a huge difference in the people who used the black pepper oil. It actually helped them to quit smoking completely. And that is pretty amazing. I didn't know that myself, tell you the truth. It's very interesting. Hypnosis also would work together well with the black pepper oil and vaporizing that so you can take it in. Also great for diabetics. It lowers blood sugar. Study in their research proceedings, the National Academy of Sciences showed that it was actually upregulated the metabolism in the body and used more actual calories and burned away sugar in the body. So it actually helped with obesity and diabetes in general. So amazing. Fights bacteria. Pepper at one time was used a lot for preserved food, and actually it still is now. A lot of people use it for all kinds of preserving of meats and that type of thing. And some research investigating it, the abilities of pepperine showed it actually stops disease-causing bacteria in general. A study in the Journal of Phytomedicine showed that it actually had compounds that killed all kinds of bacillus bacteria, staphylococcus bacteria, and gram-positive bacteria in general, and a few gram-negative also. It's a good exfoliant for the skin. If you have, flaky skin, or you have dry skin, you want to get rid of this old skin on the outside, just take a half teaspoon of ground black pepper and 1 teaspoon of facial cream that you're using, and apply it to your face, and then wash it off in 20 minutes, and wow, works great. Also is great for hair and helps treat dandruff. If you have dandruff problems, you take 1 teaspoon of the crushed pepper and with a little bit of olive oil and apply to your scalp, and that will help greatly. Also helps with depression. It's an anti-inflammatory and improves cognitive function, so it helps with depression in general, and improves our ability to retain memories in general too. It also has the ability in the Journal of Food and Chemical Toxicology, was regularly had the ability to alleviate depression in general and enhance brain function. It's great for sore throats. I make my own cough medicine also, and I always put pepper in there. There's no doubt about it. I use a lot of onions and honey and different things, and you got to have some You gotta have some pepper in there. It opens up the lungs and it helps to get rid of mucus and helps with respiratory issues in general. And also used for coughs, a quarter teaspoon and a little bit of honey mixed together, and you take that and really good. Also for gout, it helps to move uric acid out of the body. I think a lot of people don't know what amazing qualities that black pepper has. And I think it's really a powerful thing and helps with arthritis also. So take your black pepper, add it to your food on a regular basis. And it's an anti-inflammatory, helps with arthritis and joint pains and that type of thing. And I think a lot of people don't know that it also helps herbs and food to be assimilated better. So if you take herbs with black pepper or pepper in general, it's really going to help. Like I said, it improves cognitive function, and there are multiple studies showing it actually helps with impairment and cognitive function. It helps with dementia, and it also helps with Alzheimer's disease too. And getting rid of the free radicals is probably one of the biggest things. Alzheimer's disease, those plaques, is also about DNA damage and the plaques that are actually caused by all these free radicals going on. Helps with ulcers, and it gives a relief to peptic ulcers. And studies show that it helps to restore the mucosa of the stomach lining itself, and it's very anti-inflammatory, and it has a lot of antioxidants to do that work also. Prevents asthma, and because it's a good expectorant, and also it helps to increase the lung capacity in general, and because it's anti-inflammatory. And lots of energy. It'll boost up your energy capacities. And we all need more energy, especially if we get older. You know what I mean? That's really important. So it actually increases our energy output, and so we're actually able to get around better. It helps with vitiligo, and the white spots that occur in some people, and I believe this is actually an autoimmune process. And if you want to know more about that, get back to me and I can tell you more. But pepperine actually can help with this disease in general, and there's not a whole lot else, but I have some of the stuff too, and helps with the loss of pigmentation. And another study in Oregon Health and Science University actually showed that it actually produces more melanin in the body, so that's pretty amazing also. Topical treatments of pepperine help with ultraviolet light therapy, and so if you're getting out in the sun, you want to have more melanin, you might want to take a little bit of black pepper. It's amazing what this can do. I don't think a lot of people know that. And it enhances ability to reduce skin cancer, also caused by UV radiation. So really good. This is great for weight loss. I mean, improves metabolism, and research in the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry found that it actually blocked fat production. So you don't get fatter, you don't get obese. So another study in the Indian Journal of Pharmacology actually found that it actually reduced the incidence of people coming down with obesity. Actually, another study found that it was really good for lowering triglycerides, cholesterol in general, and fat mass in general in the body. So, and it increased HDL or the high density lipids, or some people call the good cholesterol, in a great way also. It lowers blood pressure. Study at the Kamenec University in Slovakia actually shows able to prevent blood pressure increasing. So very interesting. Cardiovascular pharmacology actually showed that it did the same thing. They actually confirmed this, that they could lower blood pressure. It improved dental health and prevent decay of teeth, and not as good as tea tree oil, but it is something that you can use. I recommend you add it to your food on a regular basis, especially you people who like spicy food. So it's a great thing to keep. Helps with digestion and secrete more acid in your stomach. We need acid to break down our food. If we don't have the acid, we don't assimilate our food. So it's really important for that. And used in cooking all over the world. There is not a single culture that doesn't use some kind of form of pepper. Salt and pepper. The two go synonymous with food. Every recipe, just about, of some kind of savory thing, has salt and pepper together with it. It has lots of fiber also, and helps to build more probiotics in the body, so which is really good. It really has no side effects unless you take a whopping dose, which is not good. And it can irritate the intestines and that type of thing if you take way too much. And, common sense. It also will make you sneeze. You ever sneeze because of pepper? That is a common thing. It does happen. And it's not for those who are nursing, pregnant, or small children. You can find it everywhere. In every single supermarket, a small store has pepper. Everybody has salt and pepper. And it's very inexpensive. I'm amazed. Spices come around the world, go everywhere, and people use them all the time. But way back in the beginnings of the Middle Ages and before that, pepper was extremely expensive. So we're blessed that pepper is really inexpensive. You can buy something like this for, dollars, under $10. So, and that'll last, boy, a long, long time. If you keep it in the freezer or the refrigerator, it will last even longer because it doesn't, degrade with heat. So that's one thing to think about your pepper. And it's really important to try a lot of different spices. Spices have so many antioxidants in them. I think it's really important to allow ourselves to find out what different things are. A lot of people are afraid to try new things. I love trying new things, absolutely, positively. And every different food has different, compounds in it which keep us healthy. And so we have to trade off on different things to make sure that we are healthy in every way by getting different compounds and nutrients into our body. And the more you do that, the better you are. Also, stick with your faith and allow yourself to develop a good spiritual base, because no matter what happens, you can go back to that and find your courage to move forward in life. A lot of times, life will kick us down and, push us down, but we got to get back up one more time. And having that great faith allows us to get back up one more time. Even if we have cancer, if we have Parkinson's, we have, heart disease, no matter what, it allows us to get up one more time and keep moving. And we are more than just this flesh and blood. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I've been a connoisseur of looking at near-death experiences forever, and I know without a doubt, after looking at thousands of these cases, that we go on, there's consciousness goes on, and so we have to think about this as a process of letting go and moving on to a greater experience, and allow ourselves to know that we are here to learn lessons and make changes. So enjoy some wonderful pepper. And also add it to your food, and also know that you're more than this wonderful flesh and blood that we have, and take care of it as much as possible, but also let go of the fear. And if you want to get a hold of me, my phone number is 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119. And my email is drpaulhaider@gmail.com. That's drpaulhaider@gmail.com. If you click show more down below, all this is down there. You don't have to, worry about it. And also all my consultations are no charge, but I really do appreciate donations for that. It really makes my research keep moving along to help you in great ways. Also, if you want to get a hold of me with Skype, my Skype address is drpaulhaider, and you can send me an invite. Also, allow me to know if I can help you with anything herbal or spiritual. I'll try to help you in any way, shape, or form. You can text me with that number. You can WhatsApp me. You can also go to my Facebook page under Dr. Paul Haider, and up in the top, if you're a Facebook person, you can click on message me, and you can message me, and we can talk that way also. And if you're outside the United States, please email me, because I like sleeping. And I go to bed by 8 p.m. Before the chicken, so be sure to email me or WhatsApp me, and I'll get back to you later with WhatsApp me with a text, and I'll get back to you later. I always get back to people the next day. Even I get up to 400 emails a day sometimes, and I try to get through all of them, but it's getting harder and harder. So give me a couple days sometimes. I usually get back to people the next day, but sometimes now or lately it's getting harder and harder. So I try to get back to you as soon as possible. And please tell other people, please subscribe, and please watch little ads that bring a couple cents in our direction. And if you want to make a donation, go to paulhaider.com, www.paulhaider.com. And up there you can find donation. And also my diet's there, so you can click on that up at the top also. And I really appreciate any of your donations. That's greatly appreciated to keep our work going. Have a wonderful day, but remember, the most important thing is, I love you.